So there was a moment from Tuesday night's joint address to Congress that raised a lot of speculation about whether some Supreme Court justices are loyal to the U.S. Constitution or to this guy. Take a look.
Thank you again. Thank you again. Don't forget.
Some people were freaking out because he was saying, thank you, thank you, thank you. I said maybe they crossed in the gentleman's room and he said, thank you for letting me go first. I don't know. But hours after that, conservative Chief Justice Roberts sided with liberal justices against the sitting president, who is cutting off $2 billion in foreign aid. Most of the rage from MAGA supporters, however, was directed not towards him, but towards Justice Amy Coney Barrett, who also sided with liberals. So does it give you some hope? Are you surprised that they turned on her? Suddenly they were saying she's in... Now, what are the letters? Because I keep messing with... DEI. They were accusing her. Now, she's been sitting justice for 5 years. I guess they just realized she was female. I mean, because...
Well, she's been voting for Trump, mostly.
So
now she didn't, and then they turn her. You have to be 100% loyal to the king or the good man.
Well,
you're supposed to be loyal to the Constitution as a Supreme Court justice.
So what do you
loyal
think?
to the president.
Well, I just didn't think I would live to see the day that Amy Coney Barrett was declared a rhino by MAGA. This so often happens.
Amy Coney Barrett.
I mean, this is just wild to me, and I deal with this a lot, where my positions have just not fundamentally changed, but the parties did, and she was right from a conservative constitutional standpoint in this ruling. It is about the separation of powers. It's about the fact that Congress has the power of the purse. These were congressionally appropriated funds. The executive branch, we wouldn't want Barack Obama to just willy-nilly cancel congressionally appropriated funds. You should want the same. But also this DEI hire. This was somebody who was so celebrated by conservatives when she was confirmed. There was this famous moment. She held up a notepad in the confirmation hearing because she needed no notes. Graduated number one in her class from Sonny's alma mater,
Notre Dame Law School, everybody.
She's a mom of 7 kids. She clerked for Scalia, the D.C. appeals court. She is objectively qualified, whether you like her politics or not. But it just goes to show that if you, on anything, are on the other side of Trump, some of his supporters will just go to the earth's crust against you.
Did they do that to Corinne the other day? We're talking to Corinne St. Jean-Pierre.
Corinne, yeah. I mean, she's, so qualified. Yeah. And I read off a list of her qualifications, but, I think people don't understand.
Ketanji Brown.
Yes.
When you have nothing else to pick on,
well,
you do that.
But now this is a white woman, so they're doing it to also women also now.
Well, we all know that white women are the group that really, I guess, got the most out of affirmative action, and people don't talk about that. So I think the MAGA crowd is now also saying, diversity, equity, inclusion applies to white women too.
Yeah.
And I think that's surprising to people. But back to the court, I to Alyssa's point, I think people are somewhat encouraged by the Supreme Court ruling because it was 5-4. And they said, there's executive overreach here. There are 3 branches, equal branches of government: the legislative branch that has the power of the purse, that's Congress, and then you have the judicial branch, which the Supreme Court is part of, and then, of course, the executive branch with Donald Trump. And this executive branch, Donald Trump, is trying to say, you know what, even though Congress approved $2 billion of aid, by the way, a lot of it has already been, the work has been done, they just haven't been paid. Now the executive branch is saying, no, Congress, we're not paying it. That is executive overreach to the extreme. And so I'm not surprised that Amy Coney Barrett did this, but the Supreme Court could have done more, everybody. The Supreme Court could have said, pay the bill. They didn't do that.
No,
what they did instead is they kicked it back to the federal, district court judge, circuit court judge, and what they said was, you have to clarify what obligations the government must fulfill. There should be no clarification. Congress approved $2 billion worth of foreign aid. Some of the work has been done. There's a contract, a legal binding contract, and the money must be paid.
Okay.
So I'm not that excited about this Supreme Court
Sonny,
decision.
explain this to me, though. So what I had read was that the government now has to disperse this $2 billion in payments, and what the Supreme Court dissent wanted was put a stay, stop the payments because they can't undo it once it's been paid, which
Yeah.
is why Amy Coney Barrett is getting credit for, again, I don't know why judges they have to abide by the Constitution and how they interpret
Yeah.
it. So I hate when it's
this
always.
is her job,
This
by
is
the
her
way.
job.
Yeah.
And by the way, they can't just say I voted this way like Congress. They have to tell you why they voted that way
Yeah.
and how they got there by showing their work. But my understanding is that the reason it was a little bigger than just kicking it down the can is they are now going to have to pay the money
No.
out, and they can't undo that once it's done.
That's not what the decision, that's not what the order was. It was a very brief order, which was unsigned, which is typical of these brief orders. It said only that the trial judge who had ordered the government to resume payments should clarify what obligations the government must fulfill. And where really, I know this is getting weedsy because I'm a legal nerd,
You think?
but what you really need to, but what you really need to look at is Justice Alito's dissent,
He was
which
stunned,
basically
he said.
says, this is ridiculous. We don't have to pay it. What do we have to pay?
that's Alito.
And so, and it is. It's unconstitutional, and that's Alito. So this is not something that we should be that excited about because it could go right back to the Supreme
But she
Court.
did the right thing.
Yeah, and I did want to know.
She
Oh,
did.
I'm sorry.
Well, I was going to talk about something else, but whatever.
Do it.
Well, just to wrap this up, listen. I'm glad when anybody puts some thought into stuff getting done. Now they've kicked it back to these guys,
Yeah.
and this judge will say, "Here's why,"
Let's hope-
and this is what it's
Yeah.
going to be, because the judge said
Yeah.
you can't do that.
Yeah.
The judge laid out your argument.
The federal
yes.
court judge did do that.
And you know who and his folks went and said, "Listen, just tell us we don't have
we're
to
not
do
gonna
that."
pay it, yeah.
And they're kind of going, well,
Yeah.
these folks who are also judges laid it out. So we're going to send it back so maybe they can clarify for you what is unclear to you. You made a contract. You got to pay it.
You got to pay it.
Period.
But they should have done that
work, sir.
this
It's already
time.
done.
Well, maybe
And they could have.
Maybe
but
they're
they
doing.
didn't.
Maybe there's a little going on. Now, who can say? Who can say what's going on in this place?